receive Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos, taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the New Orleans Saints.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team, and losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
The way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a 6-time Pro Bowler now in his 9th NFL season. It's Russell Wilson.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Now Wilson on first down. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 41-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They go play action with Wilson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Wilson's pass picked off by Ronald Darby. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback in his 7th season now from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
3-yard pickup.
The numbers there for Camaro from a week ago. 17 carries, 61 yards.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball. Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. His ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. About 3 yards there to the 27.
On the carry for New Orleans.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Garoppolo's pass.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
There's Garoppolo to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took...
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Larry Fitzgerald, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Bernard, the ball carrier.
The numbers last week for Bernard: 9 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
His throw incomplete.
Wilson
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Bernard. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On 2nd down now, Bernard. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints 7, Broncos nothing.
Third and 2, now Wilson. He is going to find Hill here. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first.
That's
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, Bernard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
To Curtis Samuel. It's
able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
The Saints 35-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And
he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Denver Broncos.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And Conley's got it over the middle. 7 yards to pick up there.
Chris Conley.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson, that's complete, right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
That's good.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stop short.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
2nd and goal.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Touchdown.
Virgil Green, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Marvin Hall returning it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Marvin Hall on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Smith catches left side. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
25-yard line.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Gain of 12.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Open man is Moore. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
1st and goal at the 2.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
At the Broncos' 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, as time expires in the first half, and the Saints have taken the lead. So they grab the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control?
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1-yard line.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd and short, this is Janovich. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Finding some room in midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. That's going to set him back 5 yards. From the gun, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Complete to Chris Conley. A gain of 14. Brings up 2nd and 1. At the Saints.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Wilson throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
At the 20-yard.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Wilson's pass incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, Bernard. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. And Vinatieri's kick is good.
Field goal is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find runs that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
For New Orleans.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
On the carry. He was brought down by Earl Thomas.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
At the Broncos' 44-yard line.
From the 44, Garoppolo. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 33. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
18 on the play.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 6-yard line.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
To go.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Saints add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Ryan Succop set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Wilson's pass.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Intercepted by the Saints.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Garoppolo looking to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Down, New Orleans.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. So this one a victory here.